Thank you, Sharon. And now, I'd like to introduce our first speaker. She's a mother of 4 whose children are learning from her example. Please welcome Carolyn Rauch.
Is early education an indication of the knowledge that an individual will accumulate throughout his or her life? If a child doesn't receive guidance and doesn't perform well scholastically, does that mean that the child will never thirst for knowledge? In my case, the answer to both questions is no. Good morning. My name is Carolyn Rauch, and I'm a proud graduate of the YWCA's Family Literacy Center. I'm the only child of a single mother, and I was a latchkey kid at the age of 7. I quickly learned that I was different from the other children. Imagine a group of kids with their hair combed, wearing clean, beautiful clothes, and one child, me, with messy hair and a mismatched outfit. I was made fun of for my appearance and for smelling of cigarette smoke, and since no one was ever home, I often chose not to go to school. There were 2 important things that were said to me at this juncture in life. When I told Miss Lamb, my 3rd grade teacher, that I didn't understand multiplication, she handed me a piece of paper and said, "Here, color this." And my mother, who said, "It's going to take a miracle for you to graduate high school." I was passed all the way through middle school, poor attendance, bad grades, and miserable. My mother would joke that she was so proud of her straight F student. I felt awful, and I continued being advanced to the next grade without any chance for success. Freshman year of high school, I spent my days getting high, drinking alcohol, and doing nothing productive. From time to time, I would make appearances at school when that nagging feeling of, "you should be doing something," would overwhelm me. When I would go, my first stop was to the office to have a schedule printed out because I didn't know where I was supposed to be and when. Before the year was over, I was removed from my mother's home by the state. A fellow student had reported that I was living alone. Fast forward 18 years, here I am, a married mother of 4, and I became determined to prove to myself that I could earn my diploma. It wasn't going to require divine intervention. It was going to take a goal and the effort necessary to accomplish that goal. I began looking up programs for adult education and found the YWCA. On February 16, 2016, I called and found out that I needed to come in and take a placement test to determine whether or not I needed to take classes. I went in the next day with 0 expectations. I had been out of school for many years, and I hadn't really gone when I was younger. After I'd finished and the test was completed, the instructor, Leah, sat down with me to go over the results. I was told that I didn't need to take classes, but I chose to do so anyway. The classes were led by Mr. Bill Turner and Miss Amber Stewart. She was in the process of being groomed to take over the classes. They both took their time in explaining the material and then assessed the group adeptly to see who understood it and who didn't. Then they explained the material in a different way until they were confident that everyone understood. I would also like to mention as a side note that once Mr. Turner had moved on and Ms. Stewart took over, she was dedicated to our success. Although she's young, she's wise beyond her years. She understood that there was more to our academic struggles than simply a lack of comprehension. For me personally, it was a lack of confidence. Her job was to teach us, but what she did was lift us up and to assert without a shadow of a doubt that we could do this. I needed to hear that someone believed in me, and she did. The day of the test, March 24th, I was a nervous wreck. I knew that I'd studied, and I knew that I was prepared, but I was terrified of failing. During the test, a wave of panic broke over me. I wanted to leave. I needed air. I could feel my diploma slipping through my fingers. After a few minutes, I managed to regain control of my breathing, calm myself down, and reminded myself that while failure was a possibility, so was success. It took a week to get the results, and that week felt like an eternity. I heard the phone ring, but I was too afraid to answer it. The message that was left on my voicemail was, "Hey Carolyn, it's Sherry at the YWCA. Congratulations, graduate. You just passed the entire HiSET official exam, so please give me a call back. Thank you." I sat on the edge of my bed and cried. I did it. I proved to myself that I could be successful. A lifetime of feeling inadequate was undone in 1 month, 1 week, and 1 day. This victory became infinitely more real when I walked across the stage and accepted my certificate on June 18th at the Family Literacy Center's graduation ceremony. Diploma in hand, college was no longer out of my reach, and on April 5th, Anna, another amazing YWCA employee, helped me file my FAFSAs and apply to Nashville State Community College. But Anna didn't stop there. On April 25th, she helped my husband do the same. My husband and I began our college careers on August 22nd, 2016. My major is psychology, and my goal is to make a substantial contribution to the field of psychology, either as a therapist or as an experimental psychologist. Did my early education indicate that one day I'd be a college student? No. I didn't have guidance or perform well scholastically, and yet I finished my first semester of college with a 4.0 GPA. I'm a member of Sigma Alpha Pi, and I've also received an acceptance letter to Phi Theta Kappa. I wish to make one more point in closing. This experience, finding the YWCA and completing the program, has not only changed the course of my life, it's also increased the quality of life for my entire family. I'm proud of the example that I'm setting for my children, who range in age from 8 to 14. That is the power of the YWCA. It's a ripple effect that heals, helps, and serves not only individuals, but the community. I thank you for your time, and I appreciate the opportunity to express my gratitude for this organization. Thank you.